Hi everyone, welcome to Curious Cockatiels. Today I have Genesis with me and we're going to go over some traveling cages as well as some traveling tips with your cockatiels as well as other small birds. Today I have two different types of cages behind me and I will put a link in the description where you can find cages like these or similar. This one on my left I got from Amazon and it's really awesome. It's meant for cats and dogs and it's one of my favorites because I don't travel as much with them in cars. So this one's pretty awesome because when you're traveling and you're going through like a park or anything like that or hikes with them, you can sling it over your shoulder and it's really lightweight. And it as well as the sides pull out. So that one's pretty cool, but you can only have one bird in at a time. Same with this one. If you're traveling with multiple birds, you want different cages. The reason is because if one bird gets spooked inside the cage, it's going to flap around like crazy and it might hurt the other one or make that one go into a frenzy as well. And to reduce their risk to themselves, you want just separate cages for each bird. So with this one, you can fold the sides in and out on both sides and expand it to where it's a lot more wider. You can open the top and take your bird in and out through here. It's nice, padded, and soft. They can run up and look throughout this side, as well as on the other side, you can store your food and water. Now, when you are traveling with it, I suggest just keeping it on zipped in on the sides. And then slinging it over your shoulder and carrying it like this. When traveling, I suggest bringing Tupperware containers full of millet. Smaller ones, depending on what size of cage you have, but you don't want the container all the way full. You want it about halfway full. That way, if you're taking a longer drive, you can keep the bowl out for them and they can still snack on it, but it won't leave your car or the cage a mess with millet. Same with the water bowls. I have the glass one. That way it kind of sits down a little bit harder and doesn't roll around as much with water. If you are traveling to like your vet's office, I suggest bringing like a water bottle. That way when you do have a moment to sit down and you're waiting, you can kind of pour them out some water and they can have a level space to eat. That's best for shorter trips. So with the metal cages, these ones are great for car rides because it's a lot safer for them. You'll want to strap the seatbelt around here, and as well as you want carabiners, not just for your cage, but also your regular cage. You want to put carabiners around your food and water outlet. That way they can't escape and get out. They, once they start playing with it and they'll start learning and they'll start pushing the little cage door and escape. Also, if you're taking long car drives, if you're taking long car drives and you have a cage that's similar to this, and it comes with these, you don't want to use these. You want to use the Tupperware containers. That's because these ones will unlevel too easily and spill everywhere. So this has about like a few inches of shallow room. That's where you want to put the Tupperware bins. That way nothing can fling out of them. This one comes with a long strap for your shoulder, as well as two smaller straps for hand carrying the bag. If you're traveling in the car with them, you'll want to put the seatbelt through this and protect them that way. That way, if your car jolts forward, the bag stays pretty much in place. It's always, when you are traveling, it's always nice to have somebody that's with you to keep the bird calm, as well as keeping the bird cage in one place. And so you would have them in the back seat where their cage is strapped up and the other person's there chatting and talking with them. Some birds are too stressed out by the drive and some other birds love the drive. I have my youngest one, he likes to sit as close to the window as he can to look out, whereas this one doesn't like it. When you are driving with cockatiels or other small birds, you do not ever want to take them out of the cage. Some people have them to where they're trained and they can sit on their shoulder to the drive, but if your bird is not experienced or trained in that, do not take them out of the cage. The reason being is if they start flying around like frenzy, that's going to distract the driver as well as other drivers, and that's just not safe. Thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe, click another video for cockatiel tips, and say bye, Genesis. He's not going to say bye.